Welcome to Junior Scale Models Presents Tabletop Strategies, Tips, and Tricks. I'm Jason, your host, and today we're going to be looking at another expansion for Dungeon Saga. New series that I'll be doing a solo playthrough of. Let's check it out. It is the return of Valandor. So this is a continuation of the main quest from the Dwarf King's Quest. The main box set for Dungeon Saga. You need the main box to play. As I said in my other unboxings of these, I mainly get them for the extra heroes and the Uncharted dungeons and stuff to be used with the Adventurer's Companion, which will be unboxed on the channel as well. So this is an Ancient Even Awakens. You can summon Valandor, assume the godlike form of the Almighty Father of Magic. And then you can become legendary. So you get the legendary side of hero cards from the very first adventure. So all the other expansions that I've done have had the characters that come with it have had their legendary unlockability just by flipping the card over. From what I understand, in the ones that come with the Dwarf King's Quest, they don't flip over to be legendary. So this comes with those, and it comes with 6 quests just like the other ones, and like all the other Dungeon Sagas, it's a book. Woo! If there are about 4 of these, it's like, it's a book, who cares? So let's check this out. We open this up here, and it looks like we have some more of the enemies that are the same color as, yeah, these are more of the same enemies that are in the first one, and you have your 2 boss hero type minions. We have our cards, some filler, and then we have 2 cards here. Spirit of Valandor, this is a boss, and nothing on the back of these. And Bow, the Undead Demon Lord. So, wow, armor value of 5, that's nasty. That's something I want to fight now. So then we have, also in here, we have our quest book. This is damaged a little bit, but what can you do? Basically, it's going to tell you your backstory. It's going to tell you again about the enemies, and then it's going to talk about the adventures, raised dead, time limits, things like that. Map key, and then if you use the Adventurer's Companion, which I will be using, how to incorporate that stuff again. And then you have your 6 quests, and in the back your optional rules for campaigns and experience and all that stuff. So, and then you have some backstory on Morbius, your necromancer, Baal, and Valandor himself. So that is the quest book, and then we will. I thought it came with legendary hero cards, but I think that they are on the first one, and I didn't notice it. So I may have been mistaken about that. So the legendary sides must already be on the other side in the main box that I didn't notice when I unboxed it. But I will review all that stuff again when I play the game, which will be played solo. So we have these tiles here. So they look identical on both sides. So that's interesting. Yeah, they're identical on both sides. Same different. Yeah, these are all identical on both sides, which I find weird and not cool. I don't like that at all. I liked how the other ones were different on both sides, and the other expansions I have unboxed so far, I liked how they were different on both sides. Let's take a look at the new enemies. If you check back and look at my main unboxing to see the this is Baal, to see the other minions that are these are just duplicates of. So, and then this is Bent Staff Valandor himself. heat that up with a little hot water. Maybe I'll talk about that in a video. Make a video on how to correct that issue. So it's not that big of a deal. Not much you can do with shipping, and this game is, I believe, from 2015, if not 14. So it's a very old game. I've always wanted it. And with this whole locked in your house with social distancing, I figured I'd treat myself to something complex and that's not well thought out. I'm crazy that way. So here's some Mantic points. I might be trading in all my Mantic points soon. So we have our Uncharted dungeon cards, a good amount of those, more so than what I've seen in other expansions. We have our Invisible Overlord cards, which will be used. These look like they may be able to be incorporated into the main Invisible Overlord deck because it uses the same principles from the core game. Come with a song, so we can learn a song for the main quest. We have some new spells, and we look at these. These look like level 4, level 5. Level 6 is Blink. Caster disappears and instantly reappears in another position anywhere, at least partly on the same tile. So now it says the caster. Greater healing, target hero great. I saw a healing spell earlier that said the caster heals 1 wound. With this greater healing, target hero heals 1 wound. So that's better than that. So, but that blink, the caster disappears. So I wonder if some of these enemies are going to have it because it says at least partly on the same tile. The only way a hero couldn't be partly on the same tile, but someone with a large base like Ball here could end up partly on 2 different tiles. So maybe that is a blink, a look into that he may have some spells, or some other large base people will have spells. Then we have our location cards. We have a weaponsmith, Rattleprat's Weaponeers, and a Ruin Minhir. So that's locations for visiting in campaign mode. And then we have some items. We have some Holy Water, Armor of Valandor. This target gains Regenerate. Well, that's pretty good. It's not locked to one person, one type. Demon Slayer. A demon that is attacked by this spear has their armor modified by -6 to the normal minimum of 1. Yeah, that would take Bal down to 1. We have some battle potions, gets 2 extra dice in the next fight up to a maximum of 6. Spellbane, this enhanced shield eats magic. Roll a dice if the model with this item is the target of a spell from either side. On a 4 to 6, the spell is dissipated without any effect. So if you have a character that has this shield and you want to heal him, well, you better hope you roll low, because otherwise the spell isn't going to work. So, and it's got the numbers here, the symbols on the bottom are for when you're playing in campaign mode using the Adventurer's Companion, and we'll get into all that and discuss that when that comes up. So, what I do find interesting is there's no Overlord cards in this deck. So, must be using the standard Overlord cards from the first one. So that is basically it for this box. Not a lot in this box. I don't know why it's the same price as all the other expansions, but you know, it's an old game. It's hard to find sometimes, so I will not complain about that too much. So check it out. Be sure to check out the series when it starts on Dungeon Saga solo. 4 heroes. I'm going to play the first couple missions that are predetermined in one of the books, and then I'm going to be creating my own adventures with my own heroes, and that's mainly why I wanted to get it. I wanted to create my own unique adventure that is a larger campaign, a series of adventures that's a larger campaign, where we can get the legendary status and, you know, maybe work on the rules of the Invisible Overlord. I see a lot of stuff on forums and on Board Game Geek and YouTube where there is some issues with the Invisible Overlord about confusion and things like that. And I'm hoping to apply my custom rules to it, like I add my custom rules to Zombicide, either to raise the difficulty or make it more of a challenge. Because a lot of times, if you look at these Invisible Overlord cards, they don't make sense. So I want to try to make a way to where they make sense in a uniformed set of ways. So be sure to check that out. I'll do a whole video on my custom rules, and then I'll do the playthroughs with them. Be sure to check out all my other unboxings of all this other Dungeon Saga stuff. You can check out my social media links. The links are in the description below. You can also visit my Patreon page, where I'll be posting all my custom rules with no need to sign up. You can also support me there to help, you know, me increase content on the channel and have more stuff. Thank you so much, and you guys have a fantastic day.